Peace, family. Welcome to another episode of Broken Theory. Today we got the homie Jackpot Rich. What's good?
What's up? What's up?
Peace, man. I appreciate you making some time. You know what I mean? Sit with us. I just wanted to ask you, man, how did you first get started with music, bro?
Man, well, shoot, I first got started. I was 4 years old on Christmas morning. I got my first drum set. And ever since then, I haven't looked back since. I come from a family of musicians and
Okay.
grew up playing rock. My grandpa had a band that I played in for a while, gospel
That's fire.
bluegrass music of all things. Played that for a while. And shoot, when it
That's
comes to
dope.
making beats, producing, it was 8 years ago. I got my first laptop. My boy, shout him out, Lester Dot, convinced me, man, you could do this. You ought to try it. And I haven't looked back since.
hmm That's fire. So let's talk about the family roots, man. Your family was into music before, man. You want to tell a little bit of backstory behind that,
Oh,
and like any special stories, special moments that you've had, like.
well, shoot, I got to give it up to my grandpa that this dude growing up, like I
Mhm.
spent every weekend with him. And this cat, he just loved music. I mean, it's a love better than his wife, me as a grandson. His first and
Yeah,
biggest
yeah.
love has always been music. And every day this
That's
dude was
beautiful.
singing, and he's the one that got me into it. That he taught me how to play guitar, a mandolin, if anyone knows what that is, a little tiny guitar.
Yeah.
And he had a
Uh,
band, like I said. I traveled and played music with him for, shoot, I was probably 8 to about 14, traveled and
Word.
played all over the place with
That's
him.
dope.
Now, it's a lot different than the music I'm making now, but nonetheless, the
Oh yeah,
love just all came from him. That's for certain.
for sure. So going from getting your first drum set to 8 years later, I think you said you were 12 years old, getting the slap. What
Yep.
was a pivotal moment to where you realized that you wanted to produce beats?
Hmm. Like I said, it was about 8 years ago. I made friends with this dude who's now Lester Dot, and he's was an artist. I mean, he raps crazy good shit. And he was the first one. You ought to try and
hmm
buy a laptop. And it was a good year. He's like, man, get a laptop. And I finally said, screw it, let me try it. And I just fell in love with it. And just little
That's
by
fire.
little, the first song I ever released was last November, which was a techno song of all things. But I'm like, you know what?
hmm
I'm finally like, hey, my product is good enough. Let me just try it. What is this distro kid? And just started
hmm
learning more and more. The love of music is what's gotten me this far of like, oh, this is how you release. Oh, this is how you make an album artwork. And just the whole process of it all is what I love the most over everything.
Nah, I feel it. I feel it. So, what were some of the struggles that you kind of had to overcome? Now, 'cause it's like you navigated the game by yourself and a lot of do-it-yourself approach. I know sometimes when it's like that, something can wall and kind of just like want to do something but not know how to do it. What were some of those moments for you?
I think the biggest hurdle would be self doubt.
Mm,
That truthfully, I never really cared to put my stuff out there. I just enjoyed doing it. But then self-doubt creeps
yeah.
in of you get a couple trolls on your page or whatever it may be.
hmm
And truthfully, yeah, I got a little insecure about it. But then every time I wanted to
hmm
quit, there'd be a family reunion that just happened when I was ready to give up. And
hmm
who's there but my grandpa hanging around him? And I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, screw it. If I love it, I don't care if
Yeah.
nobody else does.
Yeah. That and honest, the fans, the people that actually truly appreciate your music, those are the people that can connect with you and kind of tell off rip, man. 'Cause you keep and once your heart is in it and you make something and you can tell your heart is all the way in it, man, and it's just purely authentic. So for somebody that's never listened to your music before, how would you describe it?
Well, if you've ever been to a casino, they cater to everybody. They got a
hmm
section for kids. They got the adult section with gambling. They got the real adult section for, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. They got
Yeah.
stuff for old people, the buffets, you name it. It's not that I try to cater to everybody. It's just
Yeah.
I love all forms of music. I'm not really genre based of like right now I got a rock song out. I got a Latino
hmm
song out.
Yeah.
I just make what I love,
Yeah. Yeah.
but all
Nah,
kind
that's
of
dope. That,
centered around a central idea as far as the mixing goes, with more a hip hop
mhm.
genre in the background of things, depending on the beat and whatever it may be,
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, for sure. For sure. For you, how did you kind of figure out that you wanted to be that versatile artist? And what was the process like finding your sound, if you found it yet?
Trial and error. That, and
Mhm.
I didn't like first starting. I know a lot of friends around the Richmond, Virginia. Shout out RVA artists around here, but
Mhm.
everyone's all about you need a brand, you need a brand, you need a brand, and I'm
Yep.
like,
Yep.
one, I want music just to be about music again.
Mhm.
It seems like we're living in a culture that's more so they fantasize over the artist instead of the art they're actually putting out.
Yeah.
So
And, to
this, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, that's partially why, okay, in theory, there is no visual as well, because I want people to think about the artist as more than just what the artist is wearing, image, the facade that the artist has, if they have one. You know what I mean? It's very
Yeah.
popular in the game, but I mean, I tried to take it back to like radio. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the days, there was no visual platforms and stuff like that, man. So but nah, man,
Oh
it's
yeah,
it's
it
definitely
was
worth
only
having.
good music is getting played and getting caught up of, oh, who
Exactly.
was this person? It won't because they had a million
Exactly.
face tattoos or they were shaking their ass.
Exactly. Yep,
you
yep,
know?
yep. That'll get you some exposure real fast. Uh, but I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's really refreshing when you can find an artist that truly puts their heart and soul into the music and is just having fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Because
And
that's what
that's
it's
the
all
biggest
about,
thing.
man. As an artist, you want the listener to catch a vibe. You want the listener to get on your level and just like be infected with whatever energy it is that you're bringing to the forefront, whether it's sadness, happiness, let's turn up, you know what I'm saying? Like
Hell
whatever it
yeah.
is that is your topic and your subject, your job as an artist make the listener feel something. So
I mean, I look
hey
at it
man.
like this, that
Hmm.
music is a lot like food. Like
Yeah.
music is subjective in that way of, hey,
Hmm.
not everybody's gonna like your restaurant, but my biggest thing is you're not gonna not like my restaurant because you ordered a well done steak and I sent it to you raw. Like I'm gonna
Yep,
make
yep,
sure my quality is up, and if someone doesn't like it, it's just because it's not their taste, not because
yeah,
the auto tune is way too high or you're hearing clipping and beats and stuff. So my biggest job
yep.
has been learning how to make it as clean as I could possibly be.
That's fire. Yeah, because I mean, music is honestly a mirror. You know what I'm saying? People are able to pull and take certain things and they gravitate towards certain things, but they also like certain things kind of make them steer away. Like certain people may hear a country song and steer away because it's not their forte, but country songs are some of the best storytelling songs ever. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? So,
yeah.
it goes vice versa. The 808s may scare some people off, I mean, with the hip hop too. So, it's all about taste, just like you said, man. But bringing the quality to the forefront and solely focusing on that lets me know that you're headed to be a master of your craft, man. So
Well,
salute, bro.
hey, I wouldn't have made it this far. I got two more friends to shout out: Big C and my engineer, my go-to co-producer, OM Jigs. Like,
Word,
this is a
word.
dude that I met through my friend Lester Dot. That he was working
Mm,
at a studio and just little by little looking over his shoulder. Hey, how you doing that? Hey, how
mm-hmm.
you doing this? Like, if it wasn't for
Yep,
that
yep.
dude, hey, there'd be no jackpot. Same with Lester Dot or Big C.
Nah, that's fire. That's fire for real. Yeah, man. It's super important to have people like that push you forward and also kind of check you when things aren't top tier or anything like that. You know what I mean? Kind of like give you some balance because especially when you're doing the do it yourself method, it can be kind of lonely and a lot of bouncing the wall off yourself, man. So it's like,
Oh yeah.
you can only go so far in the process before you release it to the world without having some type of help and guidance. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you're in
But
this
that
type
brings
of
this
work,
question up. Yeah.
go ahead. Well, I might
No,
answer your
no,
question.
go ahead, bro.
If you
No,
can't
no, go
handle
ahead.
criticism, if you can't handle
Mhm.
criticism, like the group of friends, I trusted because they had done music way before me. So if they say,
Yeah.
"Hey, this ain't it," Yeah, you're right. I didn't take it personal. Like, you
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? If you go into a
Nah, I
martial
feel
arts
it.
expert and you say, I can do a karate kick, and you do it and he says you're
Mhm.
wrong, like, you got to trust the master.
Yeah, yeah, not for real. It's true, man. And a lot of people's ego don't allow them to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel vulnerable, and hey, if you're trying to perfect something, you got to take your ego out of it. You know what I mean? And just
Hell
connect
yes.
yourself with just the actual art of it. But I was gonna ask you, man, how do you decide when a piece of music is ready to be shared with?
Hmm. If I can listen to it over and over and I run out of ideas, in a sense of, I've gotten to where I'm good enough that, oh, I can hear something's clicking, popping after the mix and master. If there's no more ideas of whether changing a chord or changing a note or adding a drop in a beat, that's when I'm like, all right, I'm out of, let it rip, you know?
Yep, yep. Nah, I feel that. How important is faith to you?
Oh, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
nah, I
that's the
feel it.
sole reason I started dropping, was I was getting these ideas coming from a different place and I knew they were. And
Hmm.
I hit a wall of like creativity of like, I couldn't think of nothing else to do. And I went into prayer and it was like, yo, I've given you plenty of good ideas, but you ain't had the stewardship to finish them and drop them.
Mm.
So I said, all right, well, I took my time. It took a month to the couple ideas I had to really focus in on them. And the second I got them done, all of a sudden, new ideas started downloading.
That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. I like to look at faith, man, like as a frequency of where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you have to
Amen.
tune into, to kind of like get you where you want to be. Sometimes like you can't really focus on the way that you've done things in the past, and sometimes you just get that download to where it's like you feel it in your spirit that God is like commanding you to do something, and it's what you have to do, but you're avoiding it. You know what I'm saying? But
Amen.
that's the exact thing that's going to take you to the next level. You know what I'm
Hey, I
saying?
ain't gonna front. My hands were a little shaky jumping on this podcast. I'm like, man, I don't know
Yeah.
this cat. What are we gonna talk about?
Nah, I feel it,
You
bro.
know.
Right,
But
right.
hey, I
Yeah.
knew in my spirit
Sometimes,
that
man.
I had to do
Yeah,
it, and I'm glad I did.
yeah, yeah. I'm glad you did too, man. Walk me through average day with you, man. What's that day like?
Well, shoot, I just got off of work. My soul work I've been doing since 15. I got a family asphalt business
That's fire.
and been doing
That's
that
fire.
full time since 15 years old. So most
That's
days
crazy.
are that. But the good thing is my commute has been an hour away. So every day it's, all right, let me try to finish up a beat on the phone, trying to write.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just been work, work, work lately for sure.
That fire, man. Hey, but it's always good, man, when you can have something to show for it, and you know what I mean. Like look back and like the past couple months and see how much you got accomplished, like just off your commute alone. You know what I mean. Most people
Amen.
waste that, and I
That's been
like
the
to see
joy of
God
this.
waste nothing.
This been the joy of the music of like every time I've listened to
Yeah,
the stuff that I've released, it's like I remember where I was when I wrote it. I know the
yeah.
times we had with my engineer or my friends over while we're trying to finish it. Like that's been uh what's the word I'm looking for? Basically the joy and what I've received as like the money part of it for me at this point.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
no, I feel it. Yeah, I mean, cause like if you'll do it for free, man, like you're just gonna forward every time you do it. You know what I mean?
Hopefully, because I tell you what, it's been a hot ass summer, and I sure would like to do something different than asphalt paving in my life, bro.
Right,
I ain't gonna
right.
lie.
Hey, so let's talk about it, man. With I know we talked about the commute and stuff, but talk about other ways that you've managed like fitting in, working on music with doing a full-time job as well, man, because that'd be rough. And it could be something that sometimes you really don't have time to do it, and it could be frustrating, creatively when you're giving your all to a company and it's really what you want to do, but you got to get that creativity out. How do you deal with that?
How bad do you want it?
Yeah.
Shoot, there's times I'm coming home 10 o'clock at night, but still I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to finish something I wrote, and then back up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to work. You
Yep,
make
yep,
time. There's no
yep.
excuses.
Nah, I feel it.
It's just
It's a
all in
mindset, man.
yeah, it's all in how bad you really want to do it. and how much you really love it. Because when you're doing it for free and you don't get the likes you want to see on your post, or you're not
Yeah.
getting the views and stuff, it can be discouraging. But hey, if you
Oh yeah.
really love it and got passion, you make time for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, my pastor TJ Tyus, man, he says mission over mood. So it's like
Amen.
that's something that I like to think about. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever I have those low moments of creativity or just like frustration, you know what I'm saying? I like to think about mission over mood, man, because it's like, you gotta sometimes override that exhaustion. You know what I'm saying? And
That
push through.
That and I believe the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. That hey, if I'm not feeling it or something, I'll go to prayer of, am I supposed to do something right now? And if I'm not hearing
Yep.
nothing, all right, that means I need to go rest.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
You know,
Because
I
resting is part of it
trust.
too, man.
Oh yeah, for certain. Because I hit a burnout where I'm trying and trying and trying, and it's like, hey, I didn't tell you to try all that. I told you just finish this one
Right.
thing here, take a little breather, then on to
Yeah.
the next thing.
Yeah.
And that's finding that balance has been hard because just the pure passion of it all, like I'll keep myself up delirious trying to do
Yeah.
something. You know, I am a
Nah, I
workaholic at
feel it.
heart.
So let's talk about that, man. How do you find?
I stay out the way of the creativity. If I gotta force it, it's not happening. When
Nah,
it
I feel
comes
that.
natural of something, now that depends on if I'm trying to work on something new. Now, sometimes I have had the grind of like when I record, there'll be 40 different tracks of punch ins and stuff, and I try to clean it up before my engineer comes over just so he knows what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's where the discipline's been of, no, take the time and all right, you got to
Yeah.
shorten that one because it's clipping there, get it all in order.
Yeah.
That's where more
Yeah.
discipline has had to take over. But a good starting point for anybody with that sort of discipline that changed my life, wake up every day and make your bed. Don't ask me
That's
why, but
crazy,
that has been a big game changer as far as discipline is gone for me.
man. I heard that if you wake up and you make your bed in the morning, you're 300 times more likely to become a millionaire every day.
Well, I believe it, and I can see it with my own life. Not that I've always lived
Yeah.
like a slob, but hey, I'm single and I live by myself. I ain't making, but I'm
Yeah.
just gonna crawl back in it when I get home. What's the point of
Right.
making
Right.
it? You know, but
Yeah.
it's bled over into a lot of different areas, especially with having the discipline of what I was just talking about of, hey,
Oh yeah.
going back and fixing something. And now my place stays clean as can be all the time. And it's like,
Uh
it
huh.
just started from something so simple as that.
Yep. All it takes is a mustard seed, man, and then from there it goes
Finesse.
off to other areas, and then you'll see in a year's time. Sometimes not even that. Sometimes in a day, your life could change. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Just by you following the directions.
speaking of, people don't quite understand that Bible verse that, yeah, it's a small seed, but also when it's planted, that seed takes over the whole garden. It's like a weed.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So it's something small that spreads into everything. It's not just because you got something real tiny.
Yep. That's real dope. I never heard that breakdown like that, man. So that's real dope to understand that on a deeper level. You know what I'm saying? Because you always hear that, but to know that actual fact about it, man, like that's
And that's what that making the bed has done. It's bled over into every area of my life now. It's something so simple and small as that has changed a lot. And I challenge anybody, try it and be disciplined every day.
nah. I
Because they
feel
say,
it.
I think it's 25 to 30 days to develop a new habit. And that's what it took was
Yep.
about
Yep.
25 days being diligent of, hey, I'm running a little late for work, but I don't care. I'm taking this extra second to make my bed. And it's changed everything now. Feels weird if I come home and that thing ain't made. I'm like, damn, I need to tighten up. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep. Take care of home first. What's one place you want to go to that you've never been to?
I'd say Australia.
That's pretty cool. Why?
I love the ocean. That is my zen zone. If I need a break or a getaway, I'm going through something. We got a beach here that's like an hour and some change away. I'll drive to because that is my place of peace.
I feel it. I was supposed to go today, man, but I had the car packed and ready. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm headed out there. I
Ah,
checked the weather. Rain all day, man. I was like, damn.
oh, dang.
It is what it is, bro. You know, you gotta take the
But yeah,
wins.
the
You gotta take
beaches,
some losses.
that's true. But that a beach is the zen zone. And then also, I see how they stack down under, and I've been trying to see what they look like down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Nah, I feel it. I feel it.
They built a little different
What
down there.
projects are? Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. What projects are coming next for you, man? You got any singles on the way? Any projects?
I got a single drop in every week this month coming up. The next one coming up is called Talk Crazy. That's dropping on Thursday. I forget the exact date that'll be, maybe the 4th, I think.
Mm.
This month is mainly going to be more hip hop, but more kind of popish hip hop type stuff.
Hmm.
And this is stuff, me and my friends all made together that I finally took the time to finish. And it's fun stuff we love.
Yeah, that's fire. That's fire. Um, I said, and it speaks wonders when you can make music and have fun. You know what I'm saying? Because the fans could tell on the other end. You know what I'm saying? That electricity, energy.
I grew up in that era of the T-Pain, Akon, man. It was fun music.
Uh-huh.
And that's what
Yeah.
like, my biggest influence have been, especially T-Pain. Like, I remember 14 years old hearing Bartender. I'm like, what the hell is this
Yeah.
song, right? I never,
It's
what?
fun, man.
It was. And that's what I just try to recreate.
That's dope. That's dope. And you could tell, man, that parlay track, man, that was pretty dope, man. I definitely
No, appreciate
respect
it.
that.
Appreciate
Yeah, no
it.
doubt. Any books that have changed your life, or that you have read, or that you're currently reading?
Got to go to the Bible.
Mhm.
That's the
I
main.
feel it.
To say I'm a big reader, nah. I mean, Harry Potter when I was a kid, but
Right, right.
other than not,
No, I
that
feel it.
word, if you start implementing those little Bible verses in your life, it will change your
Hmm.
life. I challenge, I
No
don't care
doubt.
what you believe, and I respect whatever anyone believes, but give it a
Hmm.
try. It's changed mine, that's for
Yeah,
certain.
yeah. Every time you open up that book, man, you could have read that thing like 2,000 times. The next time you read it, you're gonna get a different piece of wisdom and
It's
value from
living
that same
word.
one. Yeah, yeah. It's
It
crazy, bro.
really
Basic
is.
instructions before leaving Earth.
Which my favorite
That's what
song
it
I released has to tie to it, and it's that Interstate song. The album cover is where I seen the Bible verse, but the Bible verse was,
is.
"We rejoice in our suffering because suffering
Uh-huh.
produces endurance, endurance produces character, and character hope." And this was a time and a day that I was going through something real rough, drinking, going down the interstate, and there it
Yeah.
was on the license plate, and I said, "Oh." Yeah, I'm out running my problems by doing this, huh? All right, let's
Hmm.
suffer a while then. And it changed my life.
Add some more to it, really. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Amen.
What sacrifices do you feel like you've made to get where you're at, bro?
Working when I didn't feel like it, that's for certain.
Mm. No, I feel
And
it.
grinding and grinding. I'm in a great position now, but shoot, that when I first started working full time, it wasn't like
Hmm.
this. We started
I
because
feel
the
it.
economy crashed, had no
Hmm.
choice. Uh, Family definitely weren't the nicest, to put it lightly, back then, but nah,
I
people want
feel it.
everything, in a 6 month time that people put in 15 years to get. Like, no,
Hmm.
you got to put your time in before you think you deserve anything.
Yeah. Unfortunately, man, that's what all the social media and YouTube and stuff did to everybody. Everybody thinks you know, all success is overnight. And it's like, no, some people don't document the work. They just stay in the dark. And then by the time you
Yep.
see them, you know, you learn
Uh,
about
pe-
all the things they did.
People want microwave manifestations right now is the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. I
They
like
want
that.
that
I like
quick.
that.
They want that quick. Oh, let me eat. I'm hungry now. And no, the
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
good home cooked meals, like your grandma was
Slow
cooking two
cook.
days in advance.
Yeah. Yeah. Preparing that. How has music changed your life forever, bro?
Mm. It's just always been my escape. If ever I'm going through anything, like, music is the place I go that I could feel.
Mhm. That's That's crazy. That's powerful though, because a lot of people, they don't realize that music could be therapeutic in a weird way, man. Like when you're blocked and you're not feeling it, and you actually
Mm-hmm.
like go and try to make something. Sometimes you can make some of the most beautiful art that you've ever made because it's so honest and vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? That you're speaking directly to somebody that's going through that same situation that you're in. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
most
So it's just
definitely.
like that's when music becomes super powerful. You know what I'm saying?
And at the time when
Yeah.
I was younger, when I was hiding emotions, like that's where I ran because even though I didn't know it, it was a way for me to process and feel emotions that I was actually going through that I was like hiding for real.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
We all
that's deep,
remember
man.
being that kid staring out the window when it's raining, thinking you're in a music video. You know what I mean?
Just looking out, man. Just trying to catch a
Uh
vibe.
huh.
Those are
But
the
yeah,
sad days, man.
music will always be my one true love. That's for certain. I don't care if I make it big or not. I make sure to click that legacy when I upload it on DistroKid because when I'm older, I want to show my kids, hey, your daddy was cool. Like he made music, and that's just always
Right,
been
right.
my hobby, my love, you name it, whatever. It's always been music.
That's dope. That's dope. What would you say is the best piece of advice that you've got relating to the music? And who is it from?
I'd have to quote Rick Rubin of The Audience Comes Last.
That's deep. That's
Make
deep.
what you love first, not what you think people are going to love.
Mm.
Because that's
Yeah,
where
you could
the
tell. I mean,
authentic stuff comes from.
yeah, you could tell. I mean, you're fully having fun with the music, man. So it's just dope to see it. You know what I mean, in real time.
Appreciate that.
No doubt, man. How do you go about strategy? Do you have one? Is there somebody that you kind of consult to go about things, or right now where you're at, you're kind of just like improvising and going and go?
It used to be more improvised, but right now it's been prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Like he gave me
Yep,
the
I
full
feel
lineup
that.
of this month for stuff I had made, hadn't finished, of when to release and how to release it. So I just trust that.
Yep,
And if you don't believe, trust your gut.
yep. That's your second brain, man.
But as far as
Yeah,
advice
nah, I feel
on,
that.
is this sound good? I got a close group of friends that, hey, I trust their opinion of it. This is trash. This is good. Oh, no, you just need to tweak that and take criticism in that area. But as far as the
Nah, I feel
master
it.
plan of what to do and what to release and the whole brand thing,
Yeah.
I've taken it one step at a time, taking that daily bread.
Nah, I feel it. I feel it. You have to, man. You know what I mean? How do you navigate moments of creative block?
Let's say I don't force it, or if I'm trying to break out of it, I don't go out a lot anymore, but that's when I usually will.
Mhm.
Like getting out of the house
Facts.
does do good for, hey, some of the best songs I've made have been off of some wild crazy nights, just random stuff happening, and it's like that's where
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
find some creativity from, depending on what genre of music you're going for, of course. But dude, one
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
best
for sure.
verses I wrote was some dude late at night. He said, man, you outside standing like a GTA side mission. I'm like, what? And happened to make a song
And
off of
there it
it. So
goes. Yep.
yeah, and there a
So
full verse
what
came,
was
had to beat, you name it.
nah, I feel, so what was the story behind Parlay, man? How was that created?
So me and my friend Lester Dot had just made the beat, and
Mm-hmm.
my engineer was over tweaking something else, and I said, hey, let me play this beat for you. And he was on his phone while listening to it, and he's like, oh, I just hit. And I'm like, what'd you hit? Oh, my parlay. I said, and I'm not big into sports, to be honest, but I'm like, parlay? What are you talking about? And he showed me the app, the bet, and I said, hey, well, that'd be a good song. Let me check my parlay. Think I
Yeah.
hit one dinero. And it just came off of some random moment, for real.
Man, you should try to pitch that to one of them sports betting agencies, bro. Like
Hey, you never know.
they might run with it, bro. I'm telling you, man. Hey,
You never know.
they might just ask you to put their mission statement in it or something. You know what I'm saying? Make a
Hey,
quick little change.
Hey, money talks, bro. I'll change up some
Yep.
lyrics real quick if you throw the right zeros on the end of it.
You feel me? De Niro. I feel it, man. How do you navigate moments of doubt?
Go back and listen to what I've released. And if I'm still happy
Mm,
with it, it's mainly just I got to remember it's personal. If I like it, I'm not going to care if anyone else does at the end of the day.
mm.
To what Rick
Right,
Rubin
right,
said,
right.
the audience comes last. Of nah, I
Mm-hmm.
really enjoy and liked it and enjoyed the process of making it. So of course not every
Mm-hmm.
if you go in this world thinking everybody's gonna like you, you're doomed to fail to begin with.
Yep, yep, yep.
Because I
That's
mean,
facts.
not for nothing, some of the biggest artists that are out now, I talk trash about. But look at them. I mean, they're making millions. So are they going to
Yep.
sit and cry and think about what I said? No, neither should
They
you if
don't
you're
even know
putting
you
your heart
exist,
out.
right?
That part.
Yep, yep. That's the
But
biggest thing, man. You know.
personal
Mm-hmm.
doubt, like I said, is listen what I and then prayer again. Because every time I'm ready to quit, he brings a moment in that will re-spark the flame for me. For real.
God is the greatest, man. Yeah, nah, that's the secret, bro. For real, for real. You know, if you, once you really have God in your life, bro, He leads you to every place that you can imagine. You know, if it's something that you want to do and you talk to Him, He show you what you need to do, what you need to adjust, like to even get there in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
And you can usually tell it's from him because it's something you're afraid to do.
Yep.
For real.
Right? Nah, I feel it, man.
Hmm.
I feel it. What would you say is three of your favorite movies?
Smokey and the Bandit. That's an old one.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Rush Hour 2. Got to give it up to that.
Hey, classic, classic.
Mm. And Goodfellas.
Goodfellas is amazing. Love that. What would you say are three albums that have shaped you as an artist and producer?
Mm. So I can't name them specifically, but I'm going to have some weird ones. I'll name the artists. They have to be Ray Charles,
Uh-huh.
T-Pain,
Uh-huh.
and Barry White.
That's fire. That's fire.
Those
That's
three.
a real soulful lineup, man. For real, for real.
That's what I grew up listening to. So those are the three that have always held a certain place. If they're playing on the radio, that thing is getting cranked, let me tell you.
Word. Yeah, yeah. Nah, I feel it. I feel it. Do you have any rituals or creative habits, like anything that you have to have, like dim lighting or anything, like when you're making a song? What's the creative process like for you?
Mm, I have to be in the mood to do it when it's creating something new. That's for certain. And usually when I do, I have either Lester Dot or my boy Jigs over, and we're just jamming, having fun with it. Now, lightning stuff, I got the crazy lightning here and everything, but it's just I got to be in a fun place to do it. Is mainly the mood.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, well, I just said lighting because sometimes some people say that they need candles and stuff like that. Like,
Oh yeah,
to
and
kind
I don't know
of
how
brighten the
people
mood.
could do it. They'd be in that dark ass room and they got on sunglasses, and I'm like, bro, I can't see 5 feet in front of me. How you got shades on right now?
Hey, sometimes, man, I'm not even gonna lie, man. Sometimes I do that just to zone out, bro.
To each their own. To each their own. If I'm doing some
I
harm,
feel you, bro.
I will say I have used them lately, mainly doing my editing. Because man, the next day my eyes will be burning out of my head staring at this
Yeah,
computer screen
you
for
gotta
3
block that
hours
blue
straight.
light.
Oh man, let me
You
tell
gotta
you.
block that blue light, man.
My parents think I'm
Who's
high
so
as a kite coming to work because my eyes are so
right?
bloodshot. It's like, nah, I was just up late. All right.
Nah, this is the good kind of bloodshot eyes, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Hard work.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's somebody that you would love to work with?
T-Pain, I got to give it up to him.
Word. Yeah, he's changed the game tremendously, man. I don't
Man,
think
when I
he
went
gets
into
enough hours.
that deep dive, I went into everything he's actually done. Crazy.
Uh huh.
Crazy.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. And he's only gonna get bigger now that he's doing the streaming thing, man. Like it's just gonna go up from there.
People sleep on T-Pain and they better stop because that dude, man, I remember there was a time
Yeah.
every Grammy he was in one of the categories for it. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep. Yeah, because he's a dope songwriter too. Now a lot of people
That
forget, you
part.
know, just because his name isn't on a actual song that he ain't got a part of it, and it's like,
Oh, he's made millions off of songs you won't even hear his voice
uh-huh.
on.
Yep. Yep. What would you say is the riskiest creative decision that you've ever made, and did it pay off for you?
Mm, I can't say it. Hmm. I can't say I've really taken a huge risk like that yet. Anyways,
Mm.
I
No,
think
I got you. I
initially
got
it's just releasing music so far,
you.
and it
No,
certainly
I
paid
feel it.
off.
Yep. Yep. You already know. Do you think that limitations on like time, budget, access make a project more creative, or would you say it holds it back?
Hmm. It could be either one. Like,
Mm.
if you're trying to rush to get, a Picasso done, of course, it's not going to be up to the
Mhm.
quality.
Yeah, for sure.
It all depends on what type of stuff you're making. Where I circle back to, I don't let myself get in the way of, because like the stuff I'm releasing this month got like recorded in February, but I'm just now
That's
circling
fire.
back in here and I need to drop it. So,
Yeah. Nah, that's dope. Yeah, and I mean when people are asking for you to drop the song, man, you gotta listen to what the fans want. I know the audience goes last, but when
oh
you got
yeah,
that
the
demand,
money
bro,
comes
you gotta.
first though.
Yep. You already know, man. What would you say is your most memorable moment on the come up?
Hmm. I'd say it's moments that I posted of these Sunday sessions me and my friends would have just up in here creative vibing.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Nah,
we
that's
all
fire.
produce, we all write, we all sing or rap, and that's
Mm-hmm.
been the most rewarding, fun moment of it all so far.
Nah, I feel it. I feel it. Tell me about a moment that you wanted to quit, and how did you get over that?
It was probably 2 months ago, hitting a block, but I had made a rock song, a Spanish song, and hadn't heard from anybody in a minute as far as my friends of, oh, is this good or not? And I had self doubt just because I didn't hear back from them.
Yeah.
And it was the morning of, I'm like, man, I ain't going to release this stuff. And I had a family reunion and ran into my grandpa. And seeing him
Mm-hmm.
talk about his love for music, I said, you know what? Screw it. What do I got to lose?
Mm-hmm. And then what came from it that was positive, honestly, when you decided that? Anything positive?
The fear of failure went out. And that's where I learned that, hey, if I love it, why does it matter if someone else doesn't?
Mm. Yeah, no, that's deep. It's for real. Because when you're doing music for yourself and just putting your art out to the world like that, man, it's like almost a sense of like completion versus like judgment. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yep.
you're not doing it to judge yourself or anything like that. Like you already knew you love this piece of art. So now it's time for that love to go to somebody else and give them some type of energy or joy.
It's just sharing it for people who might love it as much as you do. Not that,
Yep.
oh, if they love it, I'll love it.
Yep. Yep. Nah, I feel it. I feel it. Beyond music, are there any other hobbies or interests you're passionate about?
For real, it's just music.
Yeah, I
It's
feel
the
it. I
one
feel
true
it, man.
love. I'm not a big into sports.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, it's always been music. Straight up.
Word, word. Nah, I feel it. Do you have like a studio snack or a drink that you like to have with you?
I'll keep a White Claw handy with me.
Yeah, yeah.
A
I
little
feel it.
seltzer
You gotta keep
alcohol,
the vibe.
a little something to sip on. That's for certain.
I feel it. Hey, we got less than a minute left, bro. What would be some advice that you would tell your younger self when starting music, if you could go back in time?
You're good enough.
Mm. And why?
Simple
Why
as
would
that.
you? Why would you say that?
Eh, growing up, always had doubts, always been self-conscious, and what's the word I'm looking for? I was always too worried about what people thought of me and if they liked me.
Mm, yeah. No, I
And
feel it.
simple
I
as,
feel it.
no, you're good enough. If you love it, do it. Don't care what anyone else
Facts.
thinks about it.